Vinicius Junior has officially won the FIFA's best men's player in the world. Marcus Rashford has sensationally said he's ready to leave Manchester United. And the Super League is back for a third attempt. All of that and much more in today's Football Fix. If you enjoy the video, subscribe for more. We're starting off with the Marcus Rashford news because this is a big one. He has said that he is ready for a new challenge. When talking to Henry Winter, he went and did an event at a school where he was giving away 400 Christmas presents and everything like that, continuing on with his off-field things that he's been doing for years, which has always been something that you can praise Rashford for. He's been trying to get food to kids and stuff like that that are suffering and everything, and it's really, really respectful. But during that time, spoke to Henry Winter about Manchester United and everything like that, and has basically now come out and said that he's ready to move. So, obviously there have been questions recently. Him and Garnacho dropped from the squad and everything like that. Amorim supposedly doesn't really rate some of the stuff that he's doing in terms of off the field, and then on the field, not suited perfectly to one of the roles. So now, Manchester United are open to selling him, and Rashford is open to moving. Crazy how things change so quickly. Let's move on to the Best Awards, which is FIFA's official ceremony where they give out many different awards that sort of compete with the Ballon d'Or awards. The main one is the one that we showed off in the intro. Vinicius Junior has won the FIFA The Best Award for Player of the Year 2024. This obviously comes after he lost out on the Ballon d'Or to Rodri a little while ago, and you've had Brazilian R9 coming out and saying they tried to erase you, my friend, and you danced on them. The best player in the world is black and Brazilian. Interesting comments, but he has won that award. And Vini says that he thanks all people at Real Madrid, his family, friends, his staff, Flamengo, his country, and teammates. It was looking impossible for me to arrive here on this stage. I arrived from a small place close to poverty and crime. Now I'm here. So fair play to him on that one. In terms of other awards that were won, Carlo Ancelotti was voted as Coach of the Year, just like he was at the Ballon d'Or ceremony. And I personally think that it should probably be Xabi Alonso. They went undefeated in the league and the cup and were one game away from an undefeated invincible treble. But Carlo Ancelotti it is. Emiliano Martinez has won the Best Goalkeeper award, just like he did a couple of years ago. Pulled off a fantastic save just the other day. We have the Puskas award, which was won by Alejandro Garnacho and his overhead kick against Everton, which I think everybody expected to be the case. And then we have the Best 11 2024. So, quickly run through. Emi Martinez, Dani Carvajal, Tony Rudiger, Ruben Diaz, William Saliba, Jude Bellingham, Rodri, Toni Kroos, Lamine Yamal, Erling Haaland, and Vinicius Junior. Let me know your thoughts on the Best 11 in the comments. Those are the biggest awards that were given out at the ceremony. We have more updates on the Mykhailo Mudryk drug doping scandal that we reported on yesterday. This is in the form of him hiring people, and also what has happened regarding this doping test. So we still don't have the results for sample B for Mudryk, which will basically confirm whether he is going to get massively punished or not. However, he has been provisionally suspended, and Chelsea are refusing to comment on this story. However, it is confirmed Mudryk is looking to hire the same team that helped Paul Pogba reduce his drugs ban from 4 years down to 18 months. So this is going to be his form of defence. Apparently as well, one of Europe's biggest clubs tried to sign him in January, but the club were adamant that he could potentially win the Ballon d'Or and decided against it. So how's that gone? Rafinha is having an unbelievable season with Barcelona this year under Hansi Flick. He has been getting a load of goal involvement and has been showing why they spent the money that they did on him to get him away from Leeds United. And now you've got big boy clubs that are seeing him and how good he's doing over there and are now interested in signing him. Barcelona basically always have money problems, and so they are always in the market for selling. They are also rumoured to be looking at selling Frankie de Jong, which we've talked about a few times before. But Arsenal, Liverpool, and Manchester City are three big clubs in the Premier League that are all interested in bringing him back to England. Will we see that move happen? It's going to cost a hell of a lot considering how well Rafinha is performing. But maybe that is how this move could be funded, because Barcelona have been monitoring Inter Milan striker Marcus Thuram supposedly for quite a while. He's been fantastic. Inter are sort of having a conveyor belt of strikers that just seem to be just smashing it for them. And Thuram is the latest in that. Won the Serie A Player of the Month recently. He's done really, really well. However, this move would cost a lot. Roughly 80 million euros. And so, would they need to get rid of someone like Rafinha in order to bring Thuram in? Barcelona have also been linked with some other forwards recently as well. So maybe they are trying to look to the future in the potential drop-off in Robert Lewandowski as he gets towards the end of his career. He doesn't look like he's slowing down this season, but with someone getting to that age, I guess you never know. And in a less news-packed day, we have had some big stories, but not too many of them. And here is one final one for you today. The Super League has once again reared its ugly head. You will remember that a few years ago we had the massive, crazy night, which is one of the most ridiculous nights in football history, where all of a sudden all of these clubs were out of nowhere announcing, yeah, we're off, we're joining the Super League, see you later, it's been great, but bye-bye, we don't care about the Premier League and La Liga and all of these things anymore, we're off. Shockingly, after a few days, they basically all turned around and said, oh no, we didn't mean it, we're sorry, we're back. Other than Barcelona and Real Madrid, who basically need the money to pay for all of their financial problems. So they have always been a part of it. It then came back again for a second round. And once again, it basically just got washed away. And no one really cared about their attempts to do it. The fan revolt, I guess, against this idea was so big that I don't know who they are trying to appeal to at this stage, other than Barca and Real Madrid. So A22 are the company that are now fronting all of this. Previously, you actually had some of the big names in football that had their names in it, right? Like the Glazers, and you had the Kroenkes, Florentino Perez, someone from Juventus was also a part of it. And they were basically trying to just push it because they would benefit the most from it. So, what has happened this time? Well, the Super League is back for a third time. However, this time, they are trying to rebrand it to the Unify League. So, this men's league will involve 4 groups. Once again, they're sticking with sort of what they had before. Star, Gold, Blue, and Union. And there will be a women's league as well that has 2 groups of Star and Gold. And the proposal is suggested to provide open competition. I don't know what they're really thinking, to be honest with you, because the first one collapsed within a few days. That was in 2021. And the plan there was a 20-team league that had 15 original members that would permanently be part of it. Last December is when they came with their second attempt, where they talked about moving away from their previous proposals and that they would actually include promotion and relegation in a new format after UEFA and FIFA basically blocked these things from becoming realistic. Now, A22's latest announcements have offered additional changes to the original model. So this will have a system where clubs qualify for the competition based on annual domestic performance. So this is supposed to align with UEFA's definition of the European sports model of open competition. These have also been developed following discussions with clubs, leagues, and other key stakeholders. So which clubs are going behind the backs of everybody else and talking to A22 about this? We'll see. One thing is that the additional tweaks to the competition will allow fans to stream matches for free via an ad-supported app, which is going to be called Unified. This competition would feature 96 European clubs divided across 4 leagues. From top to bottom, you've got Star, Gold, Blue, and Union. Star and Gold will both have 16 clubs in them. Blue and Union will have 32 each. During the league stage of the competition, clubs will play each other within their groups, 7 at home and 7 away. Clubs that finish within the top 4 in Star and Gold will qualify for the quarter-finals, while in Blue and Union, it's the top 2 in each group that qualify for the final 8. Quarterfinals will be played over 2 legs. Semi-finals and finals will be played within 1 week in single ties in neutral venues. And the winners of the knockout stage will be named the Star, Gold, Blue or Union League champions. The league stage would take place between September and April, with fixtures played in mid-week. The question is, how on earth do they think that this is going to work when clubs and players have come out recently and complained so much about how many games they have to play? Why are you trying to add significantly more? You're competing with UEFA and FIFA with all of their Club World Cup and then obviously the standard European Champions League and all of those. How is this going to work in any way, shape or form? I think the only way that you would do it is by... I feel like they're trying to replicate Live Golf, where, hey, we'll pay you all of this money. You can't be in the other competitions, but you'll be in ours instead. I think that is the only way that this is supposed to work, but the fans won't be interested in it. And if the clubs do it, then they're throwing away all the history of any Premier League, Champions League, like trebles and stuff like this. No one cares about these new competitions that don't mean anything, that are just money focused and everything like that. So I'd love to know your thoughts on this. It feels like it's just going to be a third failed attempt for the Super League to happen, but I guess you never know. We'll see you guys for another one. Bye-bye.